A human trafficker is carrying a body. Blood drips and scatters all over the place. The girl draws petals around the body with her fingers. This is not her childish ignorance, but the camouflage of living life. Facing two adult male traffickers, she understands that it is almost impossible to escape, so she tries to get their approval. Seeing that the kidnappers are burying their body, she took the initiative to lie on the ground and push the soil into the pit with her hand. When the kidnappers were not at home, she took the initiative to teach her sister how to read and write. She tidied up the dirty room and made a table full of hot dishes. The kidnappers don't know how to write, so she obediently wrote a letter to her father according to their instructions. A photo of her is needed in the letter. She smiled heartlessly to the camera. It should be as sad as possible. Be serious, huh? The girl understood what the kidnappers meant and cooperated with the injured expression. The reason why the little girl is so sensible is that she has already learned the basic rules of survival in the original family of heavy men and light women. The kidnappers live in a clean room every day and eat hot dishes. Tyron is anxious in his heart. He has a special feeling for this girl for a long time and even treats her as his own sister at night. The girl dare not go to the toilet alone, so Tyron followed her. But he is a dumb and can only stand outside the toilet and keep patting his hand in this way. He tells the girl that he is outside. The two children wash clothes during the day, and Tyron hangs clothes on one side. They fight and make a mess at dusk. They shoot a warm and comfortable scene. It seems that they are originally a family. The day to get ransom is coming soon. In case of emergency, Tyron's uncle gave him an address. If he can't contact him before 12 o'clock, he will directly send the girl to the old innocent street. Uncle is very nervous. They used to deal with the corpses of gangsters. By chance, they borrowed this hot potato. According to the agreement, Mao Zenon put the ransom in the designated place. Uncle notified the Tyron to release the girl when he got the money. But because of guilt, Uncle looks like a constable to everyone. He walks around the vegetable market, avoiding the eyes of passers-by, but accidentally steps on an empty space. He falls down the stairs, and his head is heavy on the ground. The man stands up with difficulty. He just took 2 steps and sat down. He stopped breathing. On the other side, Tyron is still waiting for Uncle to return, but the other party's phone can't get through. Tyron understands that Uncle must have been caught. According to the agreement, he brought the girl to a farm. The girl didn't know anything and fought with him all the way, but at the place, there was a group of children with scattered eyes in the shed. The boss looked at the girl, and there were greedy eyes in his eyes. The girl grabbed Tyron's arm tightly, but Tyron didn't move. The woman gave him a bottle of soft drink and let the drink it. The girl turned to look at him, but she didn't get any response. The human trafficker gave her a cup of rice wine. The girl drank it obediently. Looking at the scene in front of her, the mute's heart became complicated. After returning home, the sister kept asking where the sister had gone. The brother didn't know how to answer. He sat on the ground for a long time and finally decided to pick up the girl. Tyron rode a bicycle and finally caught up with the bread. But how could the human trafficker hand over the money? Shaking book in his hand. Seeing that the car door couldn't be opened, the Tyron climbed on the passenger seat and turned the key with one hand. He used all his strength to push the man into the ditch. Then he drove the car. He wanted to pull the girl out of the car, but the girl lost her temper. She blamed Tyron for leaving him behind. On the way home, the girl vomited continuously. The mute went to the town to buy medicine and left the girl and the sister at home. The door of the house was not locked. The girl pretended to hide with her sister, but she ran away secretly. Then he took the opportunity to run deep into the wheat field. He ran for a long time. He saw an uncle riding a bike on the side of the road and rushed up to stop him. He begged his uncle to call the police for him and send him home. The uncle smiled fiercely and said he was the police. Uncle then he pulled his hand and left. He couldn't let himself be in a more dangerous state. He pulled his hand out and went back. The man hurriedly took out the phone and didn't know who to call. When he returned home, he knew that the girl had run away. He took out the flashlight and rushed to the wheat field. The countryside was his battlefield. He found the girl soon after. The tears of his anger were about to flow out. He kept patting his head and couldn't figure out why he was so nice to her. Why did he leave himself behind? When he turned around to look for the answer, he saw blood on the girl's knee. He turned around the girl and didn't see any other wounds. The original anger gradually disappeared. The girl was very good. He pulled his hand and coaxed her to be happy. Then he went home one by one. But God also made a big joke for the girl. The most fierce uncle was really the police. He called a female colleague. He asked her to follow the direction of the girl. He came to the Tyron's house in search of her. He saw Tyron standing at the door of the bathroom and patting his hand. The police recognized Tyron and asked him if he had seen a lost girl nearby. Tyron was so nervous that his heart was about to jump out because the girl he was talking about was in the bathroom behind him. At this time, the girl came out and ran to the door of the bathroom. She was crying and shouting to find her sister. The police immediately realized that something was wrong. He knew that the old man only had him and his sister, and that meant there was someone hiding in the bathroom. The police got a little closer. Tyron was so angry that he threw him up. At this time, the girl also came out of the bathroom. He saw Tyron fighting with the police. Not only did he not do anything, but he turned his sister's head over and let them fight by themselves. In the fight, Tyron pulled the ladder on one side. The ladder fell backwards. The girl's head was stuck on the stone behind her. Tyron didn't react when he saw her. That's when he realized he had killed someone. He killed a police officer. The girl watched the whole thing. She was not nervous at all. Instead, she picked up an iron stick on the ground and slapped the old man's arm, as if to say, "The person is dead, let's get to work." They buried the body in the backyard. The girl took the opportunity to pull her sister to teach her how to deal with the body. Tyron couldn't sleep all night. He leaned against the wall and watched the girl sleep. He made a decision after dawn. He packed all the things for the girl. The girl was very smart and knew what Tyron was going to do. She also hoped Tyron could do the same. He put on the most decent suit. The girl walked by him with a book bag face. The two of them slept on the bus. He came to the school holding the girl's hand. He was very disappointed to see the place that never belonged to him. The girl was very happy to see the teacher. When he wanted to rush to the teacher, Tyron refused to let go of his hand. He wanted to escape again and again. The original smile gradually disappeared. Then he threw away his hand and rushed to the teacher. The person he cared about the most left him. The girl was in the arms of the teacher. The old man was so disappointed that he almost cried. After thinking about it, he still bowed his head and sat next to the teacher. Seeing the teacher's nervous performance, Tyron knew that he was being sued. He put on the inappropriate suit. He ran away on the road. He was so tired that he couldn't breathe. He stopped and looked at the direction of the girl. The tears in his eyes could no longer be controlled. He breathed out and took off his suit. He threw it on the road without hesitation. Then he realized that he didn't deserve to wear this suit. From the road of stepping into a human trafficker, he has been carrying this name all his life. When the girl saw her mother, she didn't have too many surprises. She thought about it and smiled. She was polite and bowed her head. This child has been so good since childhood. The silent person has always been him. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more story recaps and movie breakdowns. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.